family vlogging needs a lot of boundaries. I will never weaponize my trauma or my hardships for views. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So you guys read the title. I am going to react to your influencer hot takes. This is going to be super fun. Like, you had some really spicy takes and you went all out. Like, you did not hold back, and I appreciate that. Thank you for participating and being super honest with me. This is going to be a very fun chit chatty type of video, so get a snack, get your coffee and sit back with me and enjoy this video. I also created this makeup look which I think looks super cute. I am a little nervous about this video, I'm not gonna lie, but I hope that you guys enjoy this. Before we start, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, let's get started. Let's get this party started, shall we? I'm not gonna talk about the products that I'm using, and मैं सारे products जो भी मैं use कर रही हूँ उसको मैं tag कर दूँगी. I wore my hoops also. Okay, let's start because I don't want to dilly-dally it anymore. मैं थोड़ी nervous हूँ, not gonna lie. I don't know what I'm going to say to most of these. Okay, the first one is already very hard-hitting. So this is the hard work that influencers think that they put isn't real. They don't know what real hard work is. Ouch, that hurts. जो हमारा field का काम है, content creation in general, it is much more forgiving, and once you establish yourself, there's a lot of privilege that cannot be denied. However, I do think that you have to put in a lot of work to reach to that level where you have a solid community and you have a lot of like the brands are coming to you, you're getting that work and that recognition. That will not come if you don't put in the work. You need to put in the work, and once you put in the work, then I feel like the journey becomes a lot more easier. I think it's wrong to diminish all the work that content creators do. I mean, if there is no hard work, then you would not see content. Starting में तो आपको कोई नहीं जानता, so you have to build yourself up from scratch, like from rock bottom. You have to build yourself, you have to build your name, your channel's name. You have to put in a lot of work and effort to get your channel out there, get it recognized, and after that also you have to continue that work. You have to be consistent, otherwise, you know, like, this field is such that out of sight, out of mind. ये मैं खुद अपने साथ experience कर चुकी हूँ because I have been inconsistent. So it takes a lot to just keep yourself afloat here. However, I don't think that this comes even close to a 9 to 5 job. 9 to 5 भी बोलने के लिए होता है प्राइवेट कंपनीज में, तो 9 to 5 is can extend to 12 hours also. But most definitely my mom's job to me is 10 times more difficult than mine is. I feel like it's just so different. My mom's work is very unforgiving. Like, she has bosses to answer to. Our schedules are comparatively easier and our job is very forgiving. So I just feel like we are very privileged जो भी हम content create करते हैं, and we have been able to establish our channels. I just don't think it's fair to say that content creators don't like do any type of hard work, or they don't know what hard work means, and it is a little more different than your conventional job. Being an influencer is lonely, challenging because of competition. 100%. It is very lonely, it is very challenging, and now the field is super saturated. Like, if you stop posting regularly, yes, your core audience will miss you, but like, nobody is irreplaceable here. And also content creation is lonely if you're doing it alone. For example, I film, edit, I do everything alone. I don't have anyone. पहले आर्श था जो मुझे काफ़ी हेल्प करता था मेरे content creation के साथ, but अब आर्श भी नहीं है, so I have to do pretty much everything on my own. And more than like doing it on my own, I feel like it's just like me sitting cooped up in my room, and मुझे literally ऐसा लगता है कभी कभार कि I'm just like talking to myself, because what else can I do? Yes, I do have like a lot of like creative friends or non-creative friends as well, but yeah, it's not like a social environment or anything, so it can be lonely. However, I will not survive in an office structure because I like to be alone. So for people like me, it's a big boon. You know, आपको ऐसे बहुत ज़्यादा peers के साथ interact नहीं करना पड़ता. You can just be and do your work and just call it a day. Okay, for this topic I will stop doing my makeup and I really want to talk. I got so many of these, you know, like so many saying कि divorce is the new trend, everyone is getting divorced, they portray this image online and then they get divorced. One minute they are happy and the next they aren't, or even friendships. So people don't ever know that what's really going on, because there are so many divorces these days. And also like people calling this thing a divorce breakup trend or whatever, I feel like that's very ऑफेंसिव. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि आपका रिलेशनशिप बिल्कुल सही जा रहा होता है, या फिर आपका रिलेशनशिप दिखने में ठीक लग रहा है एंड आप उस चीज़ को इंटरनलाइज कर लेते हो कि हाँ सब कुछ ठीक है, बट एक ब्रेकिंग पॉइंट आ जाता है व्हेन यू आर जस्ट लाइक नो इट्स नॉट going well, no it's not right, I don't feel good and I want an out. And if you're married, people make even more assumptions about your marriage, ye wo, and God forbid if you have a kid, जो भी theories है and जो भी think pieces है वो तो never ending हो जाते हैं. But the thing is कि you have to realize that nobody just wants to end a relationship like this. This is not a trend. Why would you want two people to be together if they're not happy with each other? I don't understand. Like, okay, if this year a lot of people are getting separated, divorced, people are breaking up or whatever, first, A, that is their choice, they don't want to be with each other. B, is this not a good thing? Like, maybe they are in a toxic relationship that you did not know about, because a lot of people don't want to wash their dirty laundry in public. They do not want to talk about the toxicity that they experience in the relationship, and they will always show you the best side of the relationship. ये बिग बॉस तो नहीं है ना, सब कुछ कंटेंट जो फिल्म होता है वो एडिट आउट होके आता है, ठीक है? तो फिर जो भी बैड मोमेंट्स है वो कट जाता है, बिकॉज नोबडी वांट्स टू शो द बैड साइड ऑफ द रिलेशनशिप. इट रियली टेक्स अवे फ्रॉम द एक्चुअल स्ट्रगल एंड द पेन ऑफ पीपल हु आर इन horrible relationships, who may experience abuse, who may experience toxicity, and you know, just they are not happy, and a lot of times things just build up and then एक दिन वो चीज़ explode हो जाती है and you know, relationship टूट जाता है. It is very normal. आप लोगों के साथ भी ये होता होगा. So I don't understand that why people call it a trend and why people are just like कि you know, अब तो हमारा प्यार से विश्वास ही उठ गया है and all of that. I feel like as viewers you have to have some type of detachment from couples online, because ये जो पैरासोशल रिलेशनशिप है ना, ये आपके लिए ही टॉक्सिक होगा. उनकी लाइफ में जो होगा वो होगा ही, वो आप कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. एंड अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस उनसे जोड़ना, आप अपने आप को ही हर्ट करोगे. दिस इज कमिंग फ्रॉम अ वेरी पर्सनल स्पेस मे बी, बट ग्रोइंग अप, बिकॉज आई हैव सीन माई मॉम इन अ सिमिलर सिचुएशन, and for years and years she did not walk out because of society and log kya kahenge and all of that. You know, back then pressure or different tha. Like a lot of times people are just like, you know, compromise and sacrifice for your kids, be there for your kids. You can do that after separation as well. You do not like your partner, you despise your partner, it is very obvious, and then you're just like, oh, but you know, he's a good father, he can be a good father after you get out of that relationship as well. I feel like there are a lot of sides to this, but I feel like ultimately majority of this pressure comes on women, that they must sacrifice, they must compromise, especially if you have children, because children need their father. Yes, they need their father, but their father can be present without a marriage as well. And I'm really happy for all the content creators if they chose to end their marriage, if they broke up or whatever, because if they were not happy, then that's the right thing to do. You have the right to move on. And obviously वो जो अच्छे times है वही लोग ज़्यादा सोशल मीडिया पे दिखाते हैं. कोई ऐसे कुत्तों की तरह लड़ते हुए तो आपको नहीं दिखाएगा ना, बट इंटरनली बहुत चीज़ें होती है जो किसी को पता ही नहीं होती है. इफ़ यू आर ऑल्सो स्टक इन एन अनहैप्पी रिलेशनशिप and you want an out, प्लीज स्टॉप थिंकिंग अबाउट कि ओ बट मैंने तो 10 लोगों को ये बोला था कि हम साथ में बहुत खुश है, ये है वो है, अब वो मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे. आपने तब उनको बोला था कि सब कुछ अच्छा है जब अच्छी चीज़ें हो रही थी, अब नहीं हो रही तो ज़बरदस्ती रहने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. यू आर डूइंग अ डिससर्विस टू योर ओन सेल्फ. सो कूडोज टू एवरीवन हु chooses to move on. And I feel like कि as viewers I would just say कि अपना जो पैरासोशल रिलेशनशिप है एंड अपनी जो एक्सपेक्टेशंस है वो आप थोड़ी कम कर लो, बिकॉज किसी की पर्सनल लाइफ में क्या हो रहा है ना एग्जैक्टली आपको नहीं पता चलेगा. एवरीवन वांट्स टू पुट their best front forward. Okay, I feel so hot. Do you guys mind if I turn on the AC for a while? Like, you guys don't consume much as you show in the vlogs. Consume what? Like shopping wise and all of that. ये मुझे बहुत क्वेश्चन है एक्चुअली कंज्यूमरिज्म एंड इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में, विच इज़ अ वेरी वैलिड क्वेश्चन. आई गेट वेयर यू आर कमिंग फ्रॉम. आई कैन स्पीक फॉर एवरीवन बट आई डू कंज्यूम एज मच एज आई शो इन माई व्लॉग्स. अगर आप मेरा 2020-2021 वाला फेज देखते हैं वेयर आई यूज टू शॉप लाइक अ मैड मैन, वो फेज़ मेरा बहुत क्रेजी था. बट हाँ, मैं उस टाइम पे उतनी ही शॉपिंग करती थी एंड उतनी ही चीज़ें कंज्यूम करती थी जो आज मैं रिग्रेट करती हूँ काफ़ी. बट आई नो अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल रिटर्न देयर क्लोथ्स, स्पेशली कुछ ब्रांड्स जिनका 30-day रिटर्न है, तो they wear some outfits for events or just for like a video and then they will return it. That is not sourcing, by the way. Sourcing तो आप फिर दूसरी चीज़ों से करते हो like stylist and all के through, which is a very different concept. I feel like sourcing is better than just wearing something and just returning it after. I've never done that and I will never do that. I don't think that's a good thing to do either. I used to consume 10 times more than I'm consuming right now. I'm way more mindful about the things that I buy. I'm not saying I've completely stopped shopping. Like, I know my capacity to shop, but I don't go there anymore because I know that's not right either. So like I'm trying to find a good balance कि मैं ज़्यादा भी ना करूँ and मैं अपने आप को खुश भी रख सकूँ, because it is true, material things make me happy. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I don't care about any materialistic things and all of that. I do. That is why I buy so many things. But because I'm much older right now, I also have more sense and you know मेरी भी priorities change हो गई है. So सिर्फ material चीज़ों से मुझे खुशी नहीं मिलती है. Another thing was about like hauls and all की creators सिर्फ hauls बनाते हैं, ये है वो है and बहुत over consumption promote करते हैं. I kind of agree with you. I do. But you have to understand one thing. That is what people really want to watch. My hauls work so well and ultimately we do need the views. एक दो वीडियोस अगर आपकी बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं करी, that is okay. But अगर consistently आपके views drop हो रहे हैं and you know that the public wants to see one thing and you're not giving it to them, ये आपके viewers भी आपसे irritate हो जाएंगे. Second, आप खुद भी तो सफर करोगे ना एज अ क्रिएटर. द टॉप 2 requests that I always get are vlogs and hauls. Literally every single time I ask for video suggestions, this is what people want to watch. So if I don't give them what they want and if I don't give you guys the videos that you enjoy watching, मतलब फिर मेरे चैनल का पॉइंट ही नहीं रहेगा ना कुछ. सो आई हैव रिड्यूस्ड माई हॉल्स अलॉट. पहले तो मैं हर हफ्ता एक न्यू हॉल करती थी एंड मैं कोशिश करती हूँ कि मैं इतने हॉल्स ना करूँ, बट अल्टीमेटली हो ही जाता है. द डे आई विल स्टॉप गेटिंग views and good engagement on my haul videos, I'll stop doing them. Glorifying a fancy life, even if they don't mean to do so, has made me feel so weird. I know no one is asking anyone to live like them and spend like them, but I kind of lose track of essentials. Glorifying a fancy life, okay, I know a lot of people do it on purpose because again like luxury stuff is the new trend. Titles like that again work a lot. It's ultimately what people want to watch. If I put like, oh, I spent 5 lakhs on this bag, I have a pretty good idea that that video will perform better than my other videos that do not have that catchy clickbaity type of title, you know. And I try not to do it, I really do, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do because even I have to survive in this industry. As far as glorifying a fancy lifestyle, I think that can be done with taste. Like you can show your fancy lifestyle but not rub it on people's faces and not constantly be like, oh look how rich I am. I think there is a tasteful way of doing it. Influencers are all actors, they learn to act as they grow in their career. Ooh, this is a hot take for real, and I don't know if like a lot of people do it consciously, but I know a lot of them are like faking a lot of things online. Like you can tell, I can tell as a creator, and B, I can tell also because you know the network is ultimately small, so you get to know things from people. Gossip is a thing. So मुझे पता है बहुत लोग जो अपने आप को पोर्ट्रे करते हैं, अपनी लाइफ पोर्ट्रे करते हैं, वो बिल्कुल वैसे नहीं है एंड कुछ ऑपोजिट ही चल रहा है उनकी लाइफ में, एंड ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं. वॉच यूट्यूब, वॉच वॉट एवर कॉन्टेंट यू वॉन्ट टू, बट कंज्यूम इट विद 1 tablespoon ऑफ सॉल्ट. यू नो कि इट कैन बी हियर ऑल्सो, इट कैन बी देयर ऑल्सो. अल्टीमेटली इट्स एंटरटेनमेंट. अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल जस्ट वॉन्ट टू गिव यू एंटरटेनमेंट. तो हाँ, बहुत लोग प्रिटेंशियस होते हैं, कॉन्टेंट के लिए होते ही है. वाई शो योर वेडिंग एंड रिलेशनशिप एज परफेक्ट एंड देन इवेंचुअली गेट डिवोर्स्ड. ये तो वही बात हो गई ना कि मतलब क्या किसी रिलेशनशिप में कभी प्रॉब्लम्स ही नहीं आ सकती क्या? आई थिंक व्हेन पीपल गेट मैरिड दे डोंट थिंक कि वो हमारा कल परसों डिवोर्स हो जाएगा. एवरीवन गेट्स मैरिड विद द थॉट दैट इट विल लास्ट फॉर एवर. सो दैट्स व्हाट दे शो स्पेशली ऑन सोशल मीडिया, थोड़ा और उसको ग्लोरीफाई करके, थोड़ा और उसको वो करके कि बेस्ट डे ऑफ माई लाइफ एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट शिट. बट एवरीवन नोज ना रिलेशनशिप में तो प्रॉब्लम्स आती ही है, एंड कभी कभार वो प्रॉब्लम्स रिजॉल्व नहीं हो पाती. आई डोंट नो व्हाट एल्स टू से हियर बिकॉज आई फील वेरी डिफरेंटली अबाउट दिस टॉपिक. Creators wearing sari abroad and recording strangers is not okay according to me. People injecting themselves with fillers need to stop, like some go to extreme and end up looking ugly. You guys really should not hold back with these, like for real. मुझे बहुत बड़ा पिक मी बिहेवियर ये लगता है कि देखो मैं लंदन जाके साड़ी पहन रही हूँ एंड 10 लोगों को लगता है कि मैं कितनी देसी हूँ एंड दिस एंड दैट. यू गेट व्हाट आई मीन, राइट? वेयर वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट टू, इट्स नॉट लाइक वो, बट yeah, it's very cringe when people wear an Indian outfit bahar jaake and then they like zoom into people's faces. I've seen those shots. Literally, it's so cringe to me. I agree with you, it's like annoying also, and I don't know why people will willingly do this. Like foreigners को देसी चीज़ें पसंद है. इंडिया में अभी ईस्ट एशिया वाला कल्चर बहुत पॉपुलर है, सो ऐसी चीज़ें बहुत ज़्यादा चलती है, बट मुझे बहुत क्रिंज लगती है. सेकेंड, अबाउट बोटॉक्स एंड एवरीथिंग, इट इज़ पर्सनल प्रेफरेंस. डू आई वॉन्ट टू गेट फिलर्स? आई डू. मेरे यहाँ पे जो ये गड्ढे हैं मैं इनको बहुत टाइम से फिल कराना चाहती हूँ, बट आई हैव हर्ड दे आर वेरी वेरी पेनफुल. सेकेंड, यू हैव टू कीप ऑन गेटिंग देम डन, सो आई एम जस्ट लाइक it's not worth it. Like I might just like apply concealer, depuff it as much as possible, and बाकी अगर कभी बहुत बुरा लगता है तो Photoshop तो है ही, तो वहाँ से हट जाएगा. So I just decided to not do that. Same for my lips. I hate my smile. I don't know if I have said this before. I don't like my smile. I have had braces, but उसके बाद भी ना मेरा smile ना it's not aligned properly and all of that, which really annoys me. So I've contemplated this a lot, and the only reason why I've stopped is because I was just like I cannot commit to this. जब वो deflate हो जाएंगे फिर मुझे दोबारा कराना पड़ेगा and all of that, so that is something that I cannot commit to at all. But yeah, I cannot blame people who want to get something done to their face or their bodies or whatever. Like सबकी अपनी अपनी choice है. However, extreme anything is bad. Like if you are that insecure that you want to change everything about yourself, or you go through extreme surgeries, then I do think that you may require a therapist. There are a lot of layers to this. Like of course if you want to change something, you are insecure about it, but like आप किस extent तक जाते हो, कितना extreme करते हो उस चीज़ को, एक factor है इस चीज़ में. Honestly, what someone gets done on their body or face does not bother me. I just hope that they are safe. If you get something done, I hope it's just for you, and I hope that it makes you feel better after you get it done. Another very interesting topic, though it can anger you also, but I think mental health is very much misused by creators these days. I think a lot of people don't realize that they are dumping, like trauma dumping, or they are emotionally manipulating their audience by constantly sharing their traumas and stuff like that. I think it's very different to trauma dump and to need that validation and sympathy, and it is very different to just have a normal conversation. I genuinely feel for both the cases, because I think if someone is trauma dumping online, then obviously they are not getting the help that they need, and if they are constantly looking for validation or for sympathy, again they are not getting the help that they need. Like there's like a deep rooted cause in this that is making them do this online, because online they have found people who will validate that hurt, that pain. But if someone is actually using that to manipulate the audience or to make content out of it and all of that, then I think that's wow, like that's horrible, and I don't know how to feel about it, because as someone whose entire life is affected by this, I have very strong opinions about where you should draw your boundaries, how you should deal with sensitive topics like this. But if you're going to use this to make content and to manipulate your audience and stuff like that, I just think that you're a horrible person then. Like, so yeah, that is what I have to say about this. I'm just like, I lost my train of thought actually, because this question really like just hit me. जितना बड़ा दुख उतना ही views, सिर्फ drama show करना. A lot of people juice the shit out of their, I'm not gonna say what they said, for views. I get talking about it sincerely, but it irks me when you can't stop inserting it everywhere. It seems superficial, and I take offense to it as someone who's had a hard life. By you, I meant creators, not actually you. Thank you for clarifying that. This is very funny because the other day I came across this channel. There's this creator called Arman Malik, and I don't know, like he has two wives or three wives or whatever. I don't care about that. What I care about is that I think one of his kids was severely ill, like hospitalized, and उसका जो thumbnail था उसमें the baby was in ICU or whatever, like अलग-अलग tubes थे. I skimmed through it and I was flabbergasted. Like how does your conscience allow you to do this? How can you take a picture of your baby in that condition? Okay, I understand if you have to show it to your family who does not live around or whatever, and you want, like, हम भी वीडियो कॉल करते हैं जब हम बीमार होते हैं, ऑल ऑफ दैट, क्योंकि अंकिता हमारे साथ नहीं रहती, एंड वो सब मैं अंडरस्टैंड करती हूँ. टू टेक अ पिक्चर, पुट इट इन योर थंबनेल, एंड देन योर एंटायर वीडियो बीइंग अबाउट हाउ सिक योर चाइल्ड इज, you're so worried, this and that. How is your child hospitalized, and your thought process is that I need to vlog this and tell the entire world that I'm so sad that my child is hospitalized. The only thought process here is that we want views. This will give us clicks, and it gave them clicks. I think it had millions and millions of views. So I agree, जितना बड़ा दुख उतने ज़्यादा views. तो आप जितनी बार अपने पेन को ग्लैमराइज करोगे basically, उतना लोग आपसे कनेक्ट होंगे, because people sympathize, they empathize, and you feel a certain level of attachment towards someone who is going through a difficult time, who's struggling. A lot of you sympathize and empathize and have the same emotions for me as well, because I struggle a lot with mental health. But I do have a conscience and I have morals too, so I will never do something like this. I will never weaponize my trauma or my hardships for views. Family vlogging needs a lot of boundaries. बच्चे से आप consent नहीं ले सकते ना, तो आप उनको नहीं दिखा सकते. And by this I don't mean that you should not share your happy moments or your pictures like of your child here and there if you want to. Like एक लिमिट होती है ना, कहीं तो बाउंड्रीज होनी चाहिए. मतलब कोई बाउंड्रीज ही नहीं है. You want to put yourself on a thumbnail where you're like crying or you're hospitalized or whatever, like you're going through the most horrible times in your life, do it. Like whatever, fine, you're an adult, this is your choice. But to exploit your family members, friends, or your children who cannot consent, who do not know what all of this means, that's not right, and I do not stand for it. And I have very strong opinions about like a lot of these family channels, but that is a separate topic that we will get to some other day. I clubbed a lot of these views into one because बहुत similar चीजें थी, but thank you for sharing your spicy hot takes with me, and I always have a lot of fun like reacting to these videos. मैंने जैसे वो dark secrets वाला भी किया था. Should I do a part 2 of this? Like I love doing chatty videos with you guys because you guys also love watching them. So thank you for participating in these videos, and I had so much fun filming this video. Remember, I will tag all of the products, so viewed products में आप देख लेना जो भी मैंने makeup products use किया. I actually think my makeup turned out really nice. I forgot to put mascara. I'm gonna do that because I will film another video. Other than that, don't forget to check out Biolage. मैं उनके सारे links description box में डाल दूंगी. Let me know what you guys think about this video and if we should do a part 2. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.